welcome to session 25 of the Heck Riders. Does someone want to give us a recap of what happened last session?
We got to try out our shiny new motorized vehicles. And everyone was very friendly and courteous road users, and we had no incidents whatsoever. Oh no, the other thing, we got involved in some Mad Max style road combat. So there was it a warlord? Is that what they're calling them? Yeah. So we sort of fought off some of their vehicles. I tried some maneuvers. They didn't work so well, but we managed to flip their vehicle, and we ended up in a very interesting physics discussion about how one might write a 1,000-ton vehicle or something like that. Anyway, so that was flipped. I believe one of the driver got vaporized or turned into a very fine red mist.
I would say it was more of a, partly
salsa.
turned into mist, partly turned into paste.
Yes. So we gathered some, we looted a little bit and then continued on our way, but we got intercepted again, I believe, by some, was it bikers?
Well, no, it was more...
We didn't even set off, did we?
No, yeah. We finished the session with you guys, with your war machine running and their war machine still upside down, and all the peeps dead, and then you just saw in the distance Mad Maggie's war machine and her crew just riding off somewhere else. They weren't coming towards you; they were going off at an oblique angle.
I knew there was another crew, but yes, I had forgotten, because we hadn't actually officially looted the wreckage yet, had we? Or
I thought you had.
Because I thought we were saving it for.
Oh yes, we were saving it for Rich because he had left.
Ah, okay.
I
thought
can't remember doing it.
You got soul coins, and then there was something on.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Oh no, it was the XP. It was the XP that we didn't.
Yeah.
Sorry, I knew we'd left something for Rich.
Yeah, I seem to remember you guys getting the loot.
Yeah, because the main guy would have had loads of soul coins, but due to his mist/pastification,
you'd still be able to fish those soul coins out if
it just took us a while to get them.
Yes, and possibly required judicious use of cleaning.
Like a lucky dip, but the lucky dip is in casserole.
The Avernus version of bobbing for apples.
I don't love that. I really don't love that.
No, but tell me I'm wrong.
That was a hell of a crit, though, Brad. That was a hell of a crit.
But yeah, the wrecking ball just goodbye.
And the fact that it was Sen, the lovely, peaceable member of the group who just inflicted such immense point of contact violence on Ragadraga.
Yep.
He channeled his inner Miley Cyrus.
Yes, he fucking did.
I definitely did. All right. Gotta stop playing with this because.
Yeah.
Well, there was 3 wereballs and 2 were-rats overall. Did I put that into the... No, okay. So I'm thinking we can just save that XP for the end of this session.
Yeah.
Just tag it all on.
Yep.
Okay, so yes, you are now stood here with 2 war machines. You've got your war machine, and then this other war machine, which is slowly ticking over, which has some minor defects to it now.
But it's upside down. Yeah.
It's upside down. I mean, you could easily get it righted by just slinging a chain or something between your war machine and theirs.
Dragging it the right way up.
And dragging it the right way up.
Weren't we also going to shrink it down? That was another option.
Make it easier, but it wouldn't make it. And there's also the problem that we would have to fill it with soul coins as well.
Yeah.
It is still running at the moment.
If we can get to the place we want to get to in a day, Then we maybe not need to spend more soul coins than they've already put in. Am I right in thinking that all of the charges of soul coin are used when you put it into the engine, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there could be as much as like 3 days in there.
Yep.
It's true.
So I say we take it with us
And if we need to
until
ditch
it runs out, and then
And you've gotten 3 soul coins from Ragadraga himself, or from what was left of him. You fished three coins out of the salsa.
Who has the soul? Those soul coins.
But more.
I had it on a sticky note. Hold on.
And who
can-
also got the little circlet that he had in a pouch as well.
I don't think we decided.
Yeah, I don't think we decided.
Okay, so you kind of got the loot, but you didn't really dish it out.
Yeah,
Yes.
we didn't identify any of it either, so.
And all of these were piggy things. Are they humanoids?
Yep.
Uh,
I think they're humanoid / shape changer, aren't they?
that
Yeah.
is-
Humanoid
Fortuitous.
bracket human comma shape changer.
And they don't have any weapons, but they are useful. They could, their bones could help us later on.
Well, one of them, not so much.
No, but there's a few. I think there's like 2.
Yes.
There's 2.
I
do a
think
plus 3D.
you might be able to get 2 out of that because one of them was turned into a paste. Another one was what he was fed into his own demon chomper.
Yeah, I was sad about that.
And then you had the guy who was just sandwiched under, and you had the 2 rats that were just flung off somewhere else.
So I will, and Sen will spend a minute. He will collect the bodies. He will put them. He will have the other 2 skeletons. No, he won't, because he doesn't need to. He'll use a mold earth to dig 2 graves for them. Put them down at the bottom, and then cast animate dead. But it
Bring
takes
the
a
bones
minute.
up.
Yeah, and let the bones come out, and that way the fleshy bits stay at the bottom.
Efficient.
Extremely.
So yes, you've got the. You can get the 2 who were were rats easily enough. The were boar who was pinned under the demon grinder.
He's no good.
Well, the one that was eaten by the teeth at the front is no good. The one who was turned to a paste is no good. The one who was pinned under the demon grinder, no good right now.
But maybe.
However, with maybe over the course of a long rest at a forge, you could reinforce those bones so that they would be usable. But yeah, that one has a broken pelvis.
Right.
Do it.
So
but-
if you animated the dead, he'd pop up and then just torso.
Yeah, collapse. Yeah. But I can only raise 2 at a time. So I'm going to raise the 2 that are whole.
Okay.
So
Add 2 random skeletons.
so this would be 6 skeleton, which is
I can give you what their names were if you want.
Wasn't it like James and Lucy Wog or something?
Finnick and Yiga.
There you go.
The werebores were Jibs and Oozywog.
and Yeager. Okay,
Yeegha.
thank you very much. He's very reverent when he does this. He's like, he takes time, he goes to them and says, while you were former enemies, I will make sure your bodies are used for good purposes now. Takes him a while. So, yes, Bill?
Can Dag get up on top of one of the war machines and just keep an eye out on the horizon in case there's any more vehicles incoming?
Sure, give me a perception check, please.
Can I guidance this?
I'll allow it.
16.
16, you say?
Yeah.
Everything seems all right.
Okay.
I mean, you spend some time keeping an eye out, and nothing immediately leaps out at you.
Clear for the moment, but I don't think we want to stop here too long, no?
No, where there's one warlord, there's bound to be another.
They're like
or
us.
at least his goons. Should we try and write this thing?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, can we? Does it come? We've got a chain, haven't we?
I believe you've got a chain. Tell you what.
Well, I'm just thinking with the wrecking ball and stuff as well.
Yep.
Like, that's got to be on the chain. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you've got a wrecking ball on your demon grinder, which you can sort of jerry rig some extra chains to be able to roll their demon grinder over.
Sure.
Cool. Let's do that.
Cool. Okay.
Have the now 5 skeletons to kind of help them do the rolling chain and things.
What kind of check is it going to be to write this thing?
Oh, no checks needed.
So we can use it with the...
Just with the demon grinder. Okay, I've also set Ragga Dragga's demon grinder as owned for you now as well.
Sweet.
Very nice.
Okay, so how do
So
we
we
want
should-
to split across these?
Given I can command the skeletons on mine, perhaps I should go in mine and...
Can you
Well,
drive?
Yeah, what checks do we need for driving this thing?
Land vehicle proficiency.
Mm-hmm. I mean, anyone can just make it go,
Yeah.
but if you need, I'm going to say anyone. I don't think your skeletons can without Sen over the shoulder directing
Sen would
them
need to
what to
command
do.
them.
He need to micromanage them, so he might as well be driving himself if that was
Yeah.
the case.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're just driving in a straight line or driving on the roads, you're fine with. I think anyone can do that.
Them
with some
weapons is one thing.
light instruction from this the go pedal, this the stop pedal, have at it. Oh, this is the steering column, try not to snap it.
Like them manning weapons is one thing. Them manning driving is different.
Yeah.
With driving
Yeah,
you've got to driving's a little bit more complex than just manning a weapon, and you've got to make active decisions. So anyone can drive these things after a brief introductory session, but in order to actually do any tricky driving or any maneuvers or anything, you're going to want land vehicles proficiency.
Is there any way to work out from the engine how much fuel is left in the other one?
No.
Okay.
Drive it till it stops. Brian, these things are made of... What are they made of?
Infernal iron.
Ah, that might be useful. Cool.
Okay, so do you want to go with your skeletons in one and the 3 of us in the other?
It makes the most sense. If we are attacked, I can command all the skeletons to respond quickly.
Okay.
If we are split up, it'd be complicated. So I will get in the driver's seat of Ragga Dragga and command the skeletons to each take a post. Man, a necromancer would just freaking rule here. Just get in your little
Especially
thing.
if you could make an intelligent undead to drive the other one.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. We hadn't been going long, had we? We've only been going a couple of hours, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were barely out of sight of the of Mad Maggie's, which is why you were able to see her entourage leaving and going somewhere else.
Yeah. Which way did it look? Oh, well, no, the map doesn't make sense here.
It doesn't make sense. No.
Okay.
It's one of
I
those
think-
weird features of hell that you can head off in the same direction that you've gone in the last 9 times and end up somewhere different every time. But equally likely, you could end up at the same place every time. A large part of it's about intent.
Okay, we headed for this big glowy light thing then.
Mhm.
Let's go.
Giant glowing lights in hell are unusual.
Okay.
Right.
Well, the Ragga Dragga encounter was the complication for this journey. So, and you've already done the roll for how successful you are in getting there.
We don't know how successful we were.
Well, not until you start approaching you see the big glowy light thing in the distance.
Sounds about right.
Ooh.
I do not own any tokens with vision in this scene.
Ditto.
Don't worry about
You don't need. Where we're going, we don't need eyes.
it. Eyes would only hurt. So you pull up. A radiant light cascades from a rusted metal monument shaped like the upraised mandibles of a giant beetle. You pull up on just outside. I can say many of these locations there are like these bulwarks, so you can't drive your vehicles directly into the maps.
Right.
But as you pull up with your vehicles and dismount and head in, which one of you is carrying the map that you were given to Avernus?
Shados?
Yeah, probably me. I think I was the last person to look at it to focus on the glowing thing. So yeah, me.
Okay. A voice emanates from Zados. The purest of souls lures fiends into a hellish trap! Zap, zap!
The purest of souls lures fiends into a hellish trap. Zap, zap.
So
Zados, that came from the pocket with a map in it.
oh,
Your pocket is talking.
oh.
But for the rest of you, it would have just seemed like it was coming from Zados.
That wasn't me. So I'll pull out the map and unfold it. See. Sorry, you were talking there. Is this a bit easier for you?
It's just quiet.
So the purest of souls.
The purest of souls lures fiends into a hellish trap. Zap, zap.
We aren't fiends, unless and looks looks over at Delwyn. No, you're something else. I'm not a fiend. Although, Zados,
Any special boy.
This might not be a good place for you to be.
So is that a giant light at the center there?
Yes. Yes, a giant radiant light. And as you look at it, the glowing of it intensifies.
Should we now be able to see, by the way?
I
you not?
can.
Yeah, I can. Ooh,
Oh,
it's
you
a
should,
new thing.
you should see it. It's beautiful.
It is.
Still nothing, Joe?
Nope.
Most curious.
Yeah. You are listed as the owner of that Dagomir token.
Does that
Striker.
token have vision? Or?
I mean, everyone...
Mine says dim vision 0, bright vision 0 in the token configuration. Don't know if that's
Hang on, let me just get to the configure. It should have global lighting as well.
I'll just reload. I'll reload the tab. See if that helps.
Might just be a weird bug.
It is clearly a very weird bug. It is giant and underground.
That
It is a
is
small
true.
sun. Does that thing remind anyone else of the companion?
Yeah, I've just clicked on Dagomir and I can see the scene if from his vision. So I think it's a browser issue with Joe.
Does it remind us of the companion?
Not quite.
Somewhat.
Is that a soul?
Or something else.
Oh well, the light inside the glowing orb is increasing in
I can
magnitude.
see.
Huzzah!
Is it like
increasing in magnitude? You say?
The
It's like-
Brightness or in size?
okay, so it is a 10-foot diameter sphere
right?
suspended between the spines of this mandible. It's about 50 feet up, and as
Oh,
the
so it's like this, like holding it like a cup.
yes, so you've got
Okay.
mandibles.
Like the stag beetle holding the sun in Egyptian iconography.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the mandibles going straight up out of the ground, and then the orb just vroom, 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 and then a beam 5 feet wide and 100 feet long shoots out to the east, Can I have
Oh,
a
we are not safe
perception roll, please?
from anyone.
From all of you.
Woo!
Okay, all of you are just going, oh wow, that's a strong light, except Sen. You can see you can see there appears to have been a creature that just got zapped, instantly turned to ash.
What kind of creature? Although down here it's likely to be some kind of devil and or demon.
Well, okay, it is some kind of demon. Give me an Arcana roll.
Sure. 14.
Ooh, I need to.
This concerns me.
As long as it's vaguely demonoid or deviloid. No.
Yeah. It was demonic as opposed to devilish.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, what was that roll? 14.
Yeah. I think we may have found a weapon the devils use to kill the demons, though why it's simply just standing out here in the middle of nowhere, I do not know.
Yeah, this seems something similar to a minotaur, but it looked less like a bull crossed with a man rather than a bull crossed with an orc.
Corrupted in some way, some horrible creation of Baphomet.
What was the rhyme that the map said? The purest of souls draws something?
The purest of souls lures fiends into a hellish trap. Zap zap.
I have a feeling I know what this might be.
What are these? Are they scorch marks, or are they like, are they like holes?
Those are scorch marks.
Shall we go investigate? I do not think the orb means us any harm, though those with fiendish blood.
So after discharging, the light glows, and you can see inside the orb now. There appears to be some kind of four-legged equine creature with a single horn extending.
Great.
And it is just kind of like rotating slowly, suspended in the orb.
We always do that now it's discharged.
And it's you can all see it now that it's discharged and the light has faded slightly, and it seems to be thrashing weakly.
I feel like everyone in the universe knows what a unicorn is. Like that seems like a thing that is so common knowledge that it.
You don't have to roll. It's a unicorn.
yeah. But the whole the map said the pure it's like we need to retrieve that thing out of there.
So a unicorn is trapped inside of it.
A unicorn.
A unicorn or the unicorn?
A. Hopefully A.
We don't want.
I don't know if there is a the unicorn, but it's bad if it's here.
We should retrieve it. At least rescue it.
How long is happening between these lightning strikes or whatever is happening? Are we safe for an hour? Are we safe for a minute? Can we wait for a minute and see if anything happens?
We would have to wait here for however long it takes. It may be proximity based, and thus when that devil or demon got close, it blasted them.
Well,
you wait a minute, and the light slowly builds up again until you can no longer see the unicorn. It doesn't build the intensity of when it discharged, but it has built up enough that you can just see a faint, indistinct shape in the light now. Which, if you relax your eyes, you think that might be the unicorn.
So, can I get about 10 feet closer than I currently am to see if it increases in intensity?
Well, let me unpause.
For science.
I will sidestep when that
up?
happens.
What was that?
Are these rocks sticking up?
Slightly.
Okay, I'm going to take some cover.
Okay, you can because it's sticking up slightly, so you're shielded from whatever's at ground level. Yeah. But this thing 50 feet up, it's still got a clear sight line to it.
Great.
And you.
Is it getting any stronger?
No, it's not reacting at all.
No. There is nothing for it but to test our Sen recalls all the skeletons into his cloak. Right. And begins walking towards the big giant bug thing.
Okay. The
Sick.
it begins to start glowing brighter again. Very quickly, and then it discharges out towards the west.
It's killed something else.
Yeah,
Can
you
we
can all
see
roll.
any-
You can all roll perception if you want.
Sure.
So
It's 2 19s in a row.
Okay, Sen, Delwyn, you just saw a quasit. Oh, sorry, and Dagomir.
Yeah.
You saw a quasit. There are two of you who rolled above 20. Roll me an insight check.
15.
Okay, Dagomir, you think it seemed a little bit dazed as it was just stumbling forwards.
It's literally luring them. It's sort of charming.
And then it is turned to ash.
Oh, it's good that they do not do that to us.
Sen, at this close, do you want to roll an Arcana check for me?
Sure.
nice.
Very nice.
All right, fine. I was going to give you this in oblique references, but why don't I just give you the hard figures?
Here's the off switch.
No, not quite. Okay, so any creature in that line. So it doesn't go straight out. It goes.
Yeah. Okay.
So anything in that line would have taken 40 d12 radiant damage on a failed save.
4
4-0
0
or 1-4?
4-0. Half as much damage on a successful dexterity save, and any creature in that line that has 100 hit points or fewer disintegrates into a pile of ash.
It's a good thing none
All
of us are
right.
devils or demons or any other thing that's even close to a fiend.
Does it happen randomly, or is it targeting things with fiendish blood?
It hasn't seemed to have targeted Zato, so I think we're fine.
Yeah.
But keep your eyes peeled. This is a lot of power for this thing to be using. Can I get, this doesn't feel dangerous to us. I think we are safe in the weirdest possible way. I think this is the safest place we could possibly be in hell.
But it's not great that it comes at such a cost, no?
It's just a shame. The creature inside does not deserve to be here. So now that I'm close to the beetle tower thing, and it's also discharged recently, so I can look up and see the unicorn.
Mm-hmm.
Can it see me? Or have indication that it can see me?
It doesn't seem to be acting any differently compared to what it was before.
Right. I do not have the magics to remove a spell such as this, I do not believe.
Can we not
I
just
could-
break the bubble that it's in?
I could do.
Bad news.
It's 50 feet up, isn't it?
Yep. It's also started glowing again.
Yeah, because it's detected something.
No, it's not that it's detected something. It's gone to the point where it's glowing again because it's recharged.
Right.
Can I be keeping an eye on the perimeter, just in case something demonic sneaks up behind us and we happen to get caught blue on blue in the line of fire?
So
It's a good thing that one of you is keeping an eye out on that specifically. What?
so it's got two arms and the thing is just floating.
The thing is floating between the two arms.
So how strong are the arms? What are they made
It's a
of?
rusted metal structure.
Could we not hack at or destroy? Well, probably not hack because that's going to ground us to. But can we hit with something magical? See if we can take one of the arms down.
Allow me to identify the structure, and then I was going to try, if that proved fruitless, I was going to identify the orb itself. But it will take me time, so I would like people to watch my back in case it decides to laser.
I'll watch Sen at close proximity.
Okay.
It starts to glow actively brighter again as it discharges another line to the north. At this point, could I get people to roll a perception check again?
I did not do well this time.
That's fine. You're concentrating on starting your identifier.
Yep.
Not
Okay.
going well today.
Yeah, to the north it was some kind of so it was a flying. It looked like some kind of unspeakable crossing of a humanoid and a fly. And Delwyn, you've realised that this one seems like it was at exactly the same distance away as the other two.
So it is that proximity.
It's about 100 feet away from this thing. Appears to be
Is that-
the effective range.
Is there anything closer than 100 feet?
No. Well, I mean, apart from scorch marks.
Yeah. And ash.
Yep.
You want me to try and message the unicorn?
Ooh, yes.
Okay. I'll concoct a message and send it in chat. Carry it amongst yourselves.
Okay.
I take an extra step away from Dagamir.
I was going to say, I took a step closer to the jump.
If nothing happens in 11 minutes, what does identify tell me?
Identify tells you nothing.
So the tower itself isn't doing anything.
Nope.
I'll need to. I don't have a ladder.
Yeah, identify. You need to be in contact with the thing for
The entire time.
Yes. You don't need to roll to know that might be a bad idea.
Touching
Well,
the
well,
orb.
The
Yeah,
amount
it
of
is.
power this thing is kicking out, if you are touching it when it is
When it
discharging,
discharge. Yeah,
you
bad
might
time.
Going to get grounded.
you might get grounded.
Is in turned into the ground.
The ground into ash.
So why don't we stand back a bit and then see if we can destroy the pole, see if we can get the orb to hit the ground.
I've
There's no-
said that I've got a few spare words. I said, "Hello, we are friends. What is your name? How can we rescue you? How does this thing work?" And I've got 7 words spare.
I think that's probably enough.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Anything else? I can cut it short if needs be.
I think
so.
that's it.
Send it.
Okay. Nothing
You have
happens.
25 words with which to reply. Right, spell slot.
Yeah, you get nothing back from that.
Okay, so it might be unconscious.
Is the spot directly under the sphere safe? Like there's no scorch marks or anything like that. It like kind of goes and arcs that way. Like if you're dead under it, are you safe?
Don't know if that's gonna be. That's
If you look at it, you too see that there are some old scorch marks, like directly under it,
Okay.
but they're not more recent. So the sphere isn't like exactly fixed. It does
Yeah.
drift
A bit, yeah.
slightly. You gather that it is so that it can like target things that are hiding behind the pillars if it
Sure.
needs to.
so.
But it
I've-
also you can also see that it does. One time it had drifted back a bit and then just went down and out.
So the range on Eldritch Blast is 120 feet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yeah. So if we're pretty sure that this thing's range is 100 feet, why don't we stand 120 feet away and aim at at one of the support pillars to see if that destabilizes it to bring it down?
Sure.
Could do that.
Worth a shot.
May as well. We'll go.
I don't think I have anything else that reaches that far, but we could how far away are the cars from here?
You are. The cars, I'm going to say, are about 70 feet away.
Okay, so we can get on the harpoon flayers.
But you'd also be you're in a giant metal vehicle. I don't know. Is it infernal iron it's made out of? Is that as conductive as regular iron?
Well, this isn't electricity it's throwing out at you.
It's radiant.
This is
Pure
radiant
radiant
damage.
energy.
Ah,
The harpoon flingers are 120 feet, so we could back the cars up to
yes.
120 feet away at the maximum range of harpoon flingers and go from there if we think it only goes 100 feet.
Well, we know it definitely goes 100 feet. So if at 100, so I say we go 120 feet.
Yeah.
And worst case scenario is, yes, one of us is turned into ash, but we've learned something new. So,
I mean, we can just order the skeletons to just.
Yeah, order the
shooting.
skeletons to do it from the spare car.
Yeah.
Yes. At least that way, no lives are lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we'll do.
Okay, so you move back to 120 feet away.
We get the skeletons in the spare car and the harpoon launchers,
There are two of those
and we get the fuck away from the.
from the spare car.
Remarkably
Yeah.
far away.
Okay, I just need to look up the stats on the Demon Grinder again. Vehicles, Demon Grinder, Harpoon Flingers, so +5 to hit, doing 2d8 magical piercing damage.
Yeah.
Okay, Brad, could I have the skeletons roll 2 ranged attack rolls?
For the harpoon flinger.
For the Harpoon Flingers, yes.
Sure. One,
So +5 to each one of them.
2.
Well, you've
Yeah,
got the stats, so you can roll.
Yeah. There you go.
There's some good rolls.
There's
Very nice.
very good rolls.
Ooh. Ooh, that is. Huh. Okay. That's what 23 points of damage total.
Mm-hmm.
Do your skeletons add your necromancer damage bonus to things like these?
Maybe. Hold on. You whenever you can it adds +3 to its weapon damage rolls. So maybe +6 extra damage.
I'm gonna say yes because it's doing its weapon damage rolls. It is using its weapons.
Cool.
It's dark work.
Yep. So +6 that. So 29 total.
29 total. Okay, the harpoons launch out and smash into the tower, the rusted metal structure, causing them to shake and shudder, and causes one of the arms to just start listing slightly. The orb above starts moving a little bit more than it was drifting before, and then a gigantic earthen wall just goes whoosh up in where, well, it's not even an earthen wall, it is an earthen pillar just pops up. 2 earthen pillars pop up in exactly the line that the harpoons came from. And I'm going to move you guys back to the edge now.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, shit. So,
Or yeah, could you move yourselves back to the edge now? Because you've all stood well back. The ground begins to ripple as something moves under it in your using some kind of earth glide ability. And then in front of you, bursting out of the ground,
Oh fuck me!
Oh shit bags!
All right.
you see
Let me
it,
begin
you see
my
it.
apology by saying that you're a wonderful elemental.
You see this elemental say, and you should be able to understand me now, as it casts tongues to be able to speak with you.
Yes,
Hello.
I can.
Excellent, excellent.
Is that your unicorn death ray?
In a unfortunate manner of speaking, it is my charge. I am bid to defend it.
why is that unfortunate for you?
I regret the arrangement and seek to break my pact with the Archdevil. You see, I swore my loyalty to gain revenge against a rival Dao who tried to ruin me. However, I am weary of my time here, defending the demon Zapper.
So, what exactly was the condition of your pact?
I am to protect this demon Zapper.
I see.
Hence the wall.
And what would you say when protecting it? What are some of its most what are its vulnerabilities that you have to take extra attention to defend?
Unfortunately, I have to defend it against everything.
I see.
Are you bound to defend the demon Zapper or the unicorn within?
The demon Zapper,
So,
of which the unicorn is currently part.
was there an order in which you had to protect it? So hypothetically, if a
I see what
group
you're
of-
trying to do, and unfortunately that is skirting too close to the line.
I see.
However,
Oh,
I can...
Yep.
I will offer you a deal. If you find a way to free me from this pact, then I can give you knowledge. There are nine rods with 9 sides. These rods are inserted into something that bears a similarity to this demon Zapper. If they're inserted into it, then this similar but distinct thing may be... It would benefit you to do so.
uh-huh. And
The deal is, if you free me from my pact, I will guide you to a place where you can get an object that will guide you to these rods.
How can we break your pact then?
so, if the demon zapper were to be destroyed, your pact would be...
I would no longer be able to guard something that did no longer exist. Alternatively, there may be someone out there in Avernus who might be able to tell you how to cleanse this pact, how to nullify it. Because if you do attempt to destroy the demon Zapper, I will be obliged to defend it.
until it's destroyed or we are killed.
Correct.
Hmm.
I'm already towing the line by not destroying you immediately for the damage you have already done.
You are stopping us by talking to us, though.
Indeed, it is a technicality. I am protecting it through conversational wit. Aha.
See. Well. We shall.
Does the pact apply to yourself if we cast a spell on you to neutralise you? Would that also require action from yourself? Or would you willingly submit?
It would depend on what you are attempting to do. I would not wish to grant you power over me. I am in deep enough as it is.
But a small amount of trust would allow you freedom, or at least a chance at one.
Presume the devil you made this pact with, Zariel, no, did not care too much for your personal well-being.
You are correct.
So there is no stipulation in the contract that you must, repay damage to, not damage, slights to yourself in such a way as you would that to the demon zapper. I'm betting that at least 1/4 of us is the nicest creature you've met in quite some time, no?
She looks over at Lulu.
Oh, 2/5 then. How long do you think it will take us to... sorry, I may have missed something that wasn't really... If the thing is destroyed, he's no longer bound to defend it, correct?
Sorry, it's a female now.
Beg pardon. If the thing is destroyed, she's no longer bound to defend it, yeah?
You are correct.
I do not know if we could destroy it quickly enough that to
That
be...
is my question.
How long do you think we'd need?
How damaged does it look? Like, is Sen smart enough to maybe work it out?
Roll me a... Well, it's intelligence-based at least.
Yeah.
It might just be a raw intelligence.
Sure.
It being a metal object, could Smith's tools proficiency help me out at all here?
I'll allow you to roll a Smith's tools proficiency based on intelligence.
Intelligence not. So that would be a 16 there.
16. Okay. You think maybe those two harpoon flingers altogether did slightly over 10% of the damage, structural damage to this thing. Like you'd need to do that another 10 times.
And we can't get the Infernal War Machines close to this thing, can we?
I wouldn't want to risk it.
You can. I think what did I say?
Didn't
About
we
80 feet.
We parked it within range and it didn't attack it, right?
Yeah.
True.
It's not the zappy thing. It's
No.
protector that we have to be worried about. Have we
But
got
the-
any sleeping spells or anything like that?
I've got hypnotic pattern, which would harmlessly stun it for a minute if it failed to save.
The War Machines have wrecking balls designed to take down structures.
I wouldn't want to be that close.
Yeah, but this.
Just have
Like a
the
braver
skeletons
man
do it.
than I to drive that close.
Well, I mean, we
hit
could
with a big metal ball.
we could back it up and then get out and let the skeletons.
That is what they're there for, to protect us and to keep us safe and to use what skills they have to. The skeletons each would use a wrecking ball, perhaps the chomper as well.
I think we only want to risk one vehicle at a time now.
Yeah.
Getting back from here to Mad Maggie's place is going to be tricky on foot.
Yeah. So could we drive one of the vehicles close? Like, is there a path through that makes it viable, or could we make a path basically via wrecking ball, chomper, or other means?
Ooh. Okay. I am going to at this point require a driving check.
Okay, so whoever wants to drive, they have to. So I guess like
I'm gonna want intelligence plus driving proficiency if you have it.
Oh no.
I've got
Okay, I mean-
proficiency, but no intelligence.
Yeah, ditto.
so I've got
I
intelligence
can
and no
put
driving.
guidance or enhance ability on anyone who.
And at this point, the other war machine, Zados revs it a bit hard, and then the engine just kind of sputters and dies.
So run out of fuel.
Okay.
So we would, so we could put our war machine up against it. We would only lose the fuel that we put into the other one if our original one was destroyed.
Yeah.
But we can presumably still use the harpoon flingers from the grounded one.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It just won't go.
So
And it's also kind of now stuck in the way that you were going to try and get through.
right. So we'd have to pull it back out. Okay.
Smashing it to bits seems doable.
Yes. Yo, my friend, what is your name? Talking to the Dow.
You may call me Ralzala.
Zala, would you like to see a pretty light show that will be harmful? Will not be harmful to you? Imagine Joe hadn't fucked up saying that.
No, I filled in the blanks. You seem like you're trying to drive a little bit closer to the zapper.
That's not against the rules, is it?
It is not.
Really not.
You can tell that she is feigning ignorance hard.
Yeah. Okay. So,
And she seems to like give a significant pause, like she wants to say something but can't because it's skirting a bit too close to the line.
I could always detect her thoughts, but that's always gone so well for me.
It's up to you.
The surface thoughts without any harm.
Yeah, I'll detect surface thoughts.
Okay. What you get is what's his name? What's the elemental evil prince of Earth's name?
Ogremock.
Ogremock. It's like, Ogremock, just ask me to move the thing over. Or make a ramp.
Would you mind making a ramp for us, friend?
I don't see.
So we
why
can
not.
get a little closer, which again is not against the rules.
I don't see why not. And she creates a ramp over the thing that's stopping you from getting in there.
Brilliant. Okay. While I've got detect thoughts up, I'll keep an eye out again for demons coming that might just get us all child railed. But I'm just gonna get to within 30 feet of the unicorn and try and see if I can see the surface thoughts of it. It's unconscious, asleep, maybe, or possibly even dead.
It seems to be awake and alive
Stasis?
and moving slightly,
Fair. No idea.
but
Okay,
you can't detect any thoughts in there.
Yeah, I'll get right back. Okay.
As far as I'm going to roll an insight roll for
Roll Zala.
I want that. I suppose the light show that you have offered is a pleasant distraction.
And will only be for a minute or so.
I'm sure that will be fine.
Okay, we should get everything in position before we do this because...
Yep.
Yeah.
If she passes the saving throw.
It can't. So if the skeletons are only driving straight, well, actually, they have to back it up. They're backing it up.
Beep, beep, beep.
Jesus, that's frightening.
Vehicle reversing.
I feel like
Flee for your lives, vehicle reversing. Flee for your lives, vehicle reversing.
I feel like health and safety is a bit strange in how. Yeah, if it's just reversing, I can have the skeletons reverse it because all they have to do is go one direction. So that's a mental command I can do from here. It's fine.
Yeah, she is very closely keeping an eye as the vehicle moves closer and closer and closer.
Back on the back, Tom.
And you can see her her hands tense around the hammer that she's got, and just rings it slightly. It's like,
Stop. There we go.
Okay. Yeah. So we're close enough.
Get a good
Yes.
look,
Yeah. Yes.
and nothing more.
So there are driver skeleton, wrecking ball skeleton, 2 harpoon skeletons, and then 1 more harpoon skeleton in the other one, the non-moving one. So one other person can harpoon the thing.
I won't. Like, I assume this is being discussed out of her hearing.
Yeah.
In that case, then yes.
This is for later, for when we have to leave. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think I want to kind of stay a little bit out because if hypnotic pattern works, I'm going to need to be concentrating on it.
Yes. So, I in a combat scenario, I could take another harpoon, the other harpoon, for when we're out and about.
Are we ready?
I think so.
Okay, because the command to the skeletons is telepathic, so it'll happen instantly.
Yeah.
So.
I will. Yeah, I'll say. Now remember, if you feel a bit funny, give in, because that's when the fun starts. Hypnotic pattern. This is
Cast it.
that's how it's gonna go.
And the second that goes out,
I need you to
Well,
cast it so I
wait
can click on
until
the...
it's.
I need you to cast it so I can click on the saving throw for her.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. I doubt I've got my hotbar. 1 second. Dagomir. I imagine Dow will probably have quite a good wisdom save.
She looks at it and goes, "That is rather pretty."
oh,
I don't think it worked.
I don't think so either. Do you want to try again?
I would if I had spell slots to cast it with.
Well.
Is she only making the save in this case because she is? This is not a spell that has the unwilling clause to it. Like if I had a spell that was, if the target is willing, then they don't even need to make a save; it just happens. I'm trying to work out.
I mean,
if it's
anyone
like-
can voluntarily fail a saving throw,
Yeah.
Okay, so she has to fight the.
but she is not. She doesn't appear to be voluntarily throwing this saving throw.
Right.
I have something. It's a 4th level
Which is?
polymorph.
Ah.
Would you like to be?
Would you like to experience life
Life
through
as
the
a rat.
eyes of another?
Like a
It's a
beetle
special present.
or a mole, pangolin, a beaver,
No.
none of those. Oh,
Yeah, I'm out of spell slots to cast Hypnotic Pattern with, so.
I mean, we could try polymorph and.
if it doesn't work, we.
If it doesn't work, we are
improvise.
in
We're in combat.
Shit Creek without an implement.
It depends, because she might not take it personally, because it wasn't an attack on the thing.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I'm also saying that because I'm not stood right next to her, so
I have,
You know.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
This seems a bit bullshitty, but I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to cast Leoman's tiny hut. There is a slight problem with this, in that I saw her burrow in the ground, but it might stop her from whacking us immediately, so we'll go with it. And I will ritually cast Leoman's tiny hut.
Okay, so you create a.
Hemisphere of protection
Mhm,
on the ground. I'm aware.
mhm,
I'm aware of the one weakness to this spell.
mhm,
Unfortunately, the Tao is a glaring weakness to this spell.
mhm.
Particularly proficient at fucking us up.
Yeah.
Just look at
Is
which
it sa-
of
is-
these does more damage.
is Timon's the tiny hut thing? Is it soundproof when you're inside?
No, it doesn't.
No, okay.
Sound.
No, it doesn't stop sound. All objects and creatures are barred from passing through it. It's a dome of force, remain stationary. Spell ends if I leave the area. Spells and magical effects can't extend through the dorm or be cast through it. And the atmosphere is comfortable and dry.
I mean, do we want to try and take a rest before we do this and just sort of sit around nearby here? Because,
Or what in the tiny hut?
Yeah.
yeah,
The tiny hut will, if it gets lasered, it will just absorb it.
yeah,
How much
Which is-
damage can it take?
Infinite.
Oh wow.
yeah. you are,
It is invincible from the top. Just not from the bottom.
I mean, you're also assuming that there's no anti-magic component to the beam.
I'm assuming not, but you know what? The demons aren't really doing much. They're just getting lasered and destroyed. So
well, what I mean is, like, outside of the 100-foot blast zone, take a rest, and then we can just try the plan again
tomorrow.
tomorrow
Tomorrow.
when I've got 4 goes at hypnotic patterning her.
Is not a bad idea. And a rest would be do me good. I have spells that need to be recharged.
Oh, you're suggesting a long rest.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think this is important enough to try and risk,
I will-
especially if we have Learmans. I think it's important enough to try and risk.
I will remind you that a day's rest is a day's less fuel we have on these vehicles.
Yeah.
It's true. And another soul coin to be spent. Another soul to be lost.
Well, we are out on one vehicle anyway, and
The intention was to leave it anyways.
and we did get something of a refill from Big Boy.
F3.
So
Because if this goes badly, we're going to end up having to fight this thing, and I think that will be bad.
So I don't know how. Like,
Yeah,
I appreciate that Brad and Joe were like, whoa, but that's like, huh?
This is
Okay,
a genie.
roll an
she's-
Arcana
she's-
check.
She's powerful enough to be here on her own and left in defense of probably one of those powerful weapons in hell. So that's kind of like, that's where I was going with. I was like, oh no, this is bad.
Okay, Zados. A Dao is the Earth version of a genie.
oh,
A Jinn is the air version of a genie.
ah,
This is the
Fire.
Earth version, and a
So
3T
that-
is the fire version, and a Married is the
grant
water
wishes, can they not?
version. Some genies can. It's not a universal thing. But that said, they are elemental beings that can really, really give you a bad day.
What was their name again?
This one, Dao.
DAO.
DAO, and this one's called Ralzala.
Rosala, do you have the ability to grant wishes?
Not at the moment.
Do you need to be freed of a certain agreement?
That is not a limitation imposed upon me by my current predicament.
Oh, are you in a more than one predicament?
There is only one pertinent predicament at this moment.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Is there anything that we could do? What would it take you to get your ability to cast wishes again? If you're worried what I do with the wish, I will tell you what the wish I would like. I would like the ability to destroy a large metal structure in a single hit,
But only once.
but only once.
Unfortunately, that is not within my capabilities
Ah,
at this time.
I see. Okay.
Nor do I
Again,
foresee being able to regain this ability while I am on this plane.
Ah,
In the sort of liminal side huddle again, the team huddle, I'll say. Even if she can't wish she'll be a powerful ally if we could free her from this.
yes.
Not to mention as could the unicorn.
Yes. If we can free either of them, that is true. Perhaps a rest would be wise then, as both these allies are contingent on us freeing one or the other.
Indeed.
I can ask the ether and the magics around to see what kind of I can divine something to see what happens. I do not know the question to ask at the moment, but
Will we be able to have a long rest here, and not like will we be uninterrupted, but
With Tiny Hut,
with Tiny Hut, is it physically possible?
it is
for us?
physically possible to have a long rest with Tiny Hut, assuming that no one with an axe to grind just turns up and
burrows
dispel-
underneath.
burrows underneath, or cast dispel magic on it, or
Which is a
something
worry.
like that.
I think perhaps I would ask, if we destroy the great structure, what happens to the unicorn? We do not know if it will survive.
Are you asking Ralzala?
No, I was going to use divination.
Oh, okay.
So I was going to use my, because this way I'll get a truly truthful answer. Because she is inclined to say, yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah, she doesn't have to tell the
I
truth. She
don't-
just has to
I
get.
get a bonus.
Yeah, I don't trust the Tao.
All right. So if you are casting that spell, then hit the button
I will hit button.
because it should tell me the ways in which I can respond.
In gibberishy, stupid ways, yes.
Yep.
It's not the wheel willow. You have to give me an actual, truthful reply. And I've not cast this today. Although today is relative.
All right.
I've
So
not cast this since the long rest.
well, yeah, it doesn't say day. It says before finishing your next long rest. So that's
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the question again, please?
If we are to destroy the great beetle structure, will the unicorn be free and survive?
So you've cast this. How do you perform this ritual?
So Sen takes the resin skeleton, the oldest one, the one that's his master's,
Mm-hmm.
and he draws his fingers across the resin and it begins to glow. The various bits of them, he kind of sets them all to, like all the skeletons he's got, he sets them all together, and then he kind of asks them the question, and then they repeat back the phrase, whatever the answer is. So almost like they say it in chorus or in sequence. So like they're like slightly out of sync from each other as well. This is something that my people do. We call it the wisdom of the dead.
And the incense and the sacrificial offering appropriate to your religion worth at least 25 gold pieces.
In this case, it probably would be. He probably just would sacrifice pure gold. Yeah, that's fine.
Is this asking a deity?
Not in Sen's case,
Okay.
but it kind of is.
Basically, I just want to double check. There's no chance that you're accidentally asking Zariel this question, because you then tip her off as to where you are, what you're planning to do, and I don't think she'd take too kindly to that.
Luckily, she's not a deity. Now I could
She
be
was
asking,
very clear about that.
yeah, but she could be an nice buddy. Yes,
So I'm going to say that you
contact-
take these 25 gold coins,
yeah.
and with your 5 skeletons laid up, you place 1 into each hand of each skeleton,
Okay.
1 into the mouth of each skeleton, and just 1 into the eye sockets of each skeleton.
Or 5. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, because I figure, the coins on the eyes is very, very grave appropriate.
Yeah.
And then the others just,
Places to put coins.
places to put coins, yeah.
Yeah.
Just all of them into the skull like a piggy bank.
Yeah. Okay.
So the coins all just simultaneously just fall back into the skull. But there's no rattling sound of the coins falling in there. And then when you look, you see the coins are no longer in the hands and they're no longer in the mouth. The coins are just gone.
Cool. That's supposed to happen.
And trying to think of a cryptic rhyme. So you're stood there waiting for something,
Mhm.
and then Skelly just does a little jig.
I don't know what that means.
I mean, he's just going.
Looks happy.
I think that means good things.
Yeah, all the four other skeletons, their jaws drop open as if they're about to speak, and then Skelly just starts dancing. And then you finishes it with a power slide, giving you a thumbs up at the end.
I think that means destroying things is good, so I guess we'll go with that.
If we are to be junking the one vehicle here and only traveling back with one, then we lose 1 day of 1 coin.
That is not a huge thing. Huge loss.
It is a
It is
reason.
It is a third of a soul to save 2 souls.
For the more philosophically minded, yes.
And the damned soul at that, to be fair.
Well, this is they say the purest soul, so Quality over quantity.
Indeed.
Should we try and get a rest then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's worth it. How long before something tries to eat us in our sleep, Ryan?
I'm assuming you're setting watches.
Yeah.
Is Lehman's tiny hut the one we can see out of?
If you choose.
Transparent on the outside, and it's like Sen's trying to match it to the ground around it, and he uses he's got what's it called? Is it move earth? No, it's not. It's not
Mold earth?
Yeah, he's got mold earth, so he grabs the ground around the hut and tries to drag it up to make it look more like just a boulder sitting at the edge of this thing.
That making it look like a boulder is a lot easier than it should have been.
Got a little bit of help. Someone who was a little bit earthy.
She's just looking nonchalant.
Thank you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what I'm talking about either.
I have not known what I am talking about in some time. Okay, who's doing what watches?
I'll go first.
Yeah, should I go first with you?
Yeah, sure.
Two halves, and then Sen and Owen for the other.
Sure.
Any is it eventful or?
24.
Oh yeah, we should do perception, shouldn't we? Sorry, yeah.
So, sorry, who was first watch?
Me and Dagomir.
Yeah.
And luckily Dagomir is more perceptive than I am.
Okay. On your watch, you see an ice devil.
Mm-hmm.
Seems to be an ice devil turns up on a devil's ride.
Yeah.
Looks around, looks at the two war machines, shakes his head, and then drives off.
But no, not my problem.
Roll an insight check for me.
Is that both of us or just Dagomir?
If Dagomir points it out,
I do.
then yeah, insight checks for both of you.
Oh, God, rolling such garbage.
Okay, Dagomir, this ice devil appears to be searching for something,
Okay.
but it seems like your war machines,
Yeah,
not the kind of thing he's looking for. So he just carries on.
sure.
Also, it's got all the hallmarkings of a deadly trap as well. Like just a giant glowing orb and two war machines parked just outside.
It's like,
Is that where were the people on these things? Because one of them
What was that
is
rhyme
presumably
they used to say about this thing? Something about a deadly trap? Yeah, I want to go.
It's entirely possible that they would have been zapped by the demon zapper.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, okay, this is like a well-known. You can imagine this is a well-known feature of Avernus to its denizens.
So how come demons keep getting within 100 feet of the thing?
I mean, well, that was a devil that drove past.
Yeah.
Did not appear to get mesmerised by the thing.
I suppose moths are gonna moth. So
Love lamp, demon love lamp.
I would say, as an entomologist, how pleasing it was for there to be that absolute space of moth memes for about 2 solid months in late 2018. That was very pleasant.
So very weird.
For a while, everybody else liked moths as much as I do.
Well, okay. Apart from that, your watch passed mothly calmly.
oh,
Excellent.
I will go to sleep and be right back.
Okay, next watch.
I'll fill them in very briefly and in the changeover of what happened with the Ice Devil.
Oh, is that Sen and that one?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Sure. So first thing I gotta do is make this perception check. Sen sees nothing. Oh, that one sees something. Maybe.
Let's roll on this then. Well, that's no fun.
What an encouraging sound.
Let's roll again. That's more fun. Okay.
I don't like that.
No, okay, never mind. This entire table I'm trying to roll on doesn't really make sense here, so I will just say no
It's a silly table.
to that.
So our evening is uneventful.
Ice devil aside.
Ice devil aside. Because Sen has some questions he wants to ask that one if the evening is
Okay,
not-
yeah, go for that.
Okay. Delwyn,
Hmm.
you are undead.
I believe so.
Does that concern you?
Not as much as it probably should. But I think at this point we know that I'm very different from when we first started this journey.
Yes, that is definitely true. You are not the man that we killed. The second time, I mean, not the first. We didn't kill you. That wasn't us. That was a. Anyways, but you are not. I know many types of undead. You are not a vampire, I think. You do not have fangs. You are not a ghoul. I don't think. Can you paralyze somebody with your claws?
Let me try.
Or- like he holds out his hand. He's like, I'm experimenting, and you're trustworthy enough. I assume you don't paralyze me. You're not a ghoul. You're not a zombie. You have far too much intelligence for that.
Thanks.
Well, the bar is very low for that particular point. I don't actually know what you are, and that concerns me a little bit. I do not know if you will crumble to dust on your own or anything of that matter. I do not know what your vulnerabilities or weaknesses are either. I do not know how to help you.
Why do you think I need help?
Most creatures who find themselves in your position wish to return to the position they were in when they were alive. I suppose if you do not.
I'm very much in the same position I was in when I was alive. I may not have a pulse, but I still possess all my memories. I possess all my items. I possess myself, my wits. What more do I need? What makes my state be inferior to your state?
I don't know. It is possible that you no longer have the ability to have children, for example. I do not know what long-term effects exist for you.
It's an interesting concern, but I don't think one that I'm particularly bothered about.
I imagine at the moment it is not a pressing concern, but it could be later. It is something to think about at least. When this is all over, perhaps we could work together to find some kind of, if you wish it, a solution.
Sure.
Good. If you wish to remain this way, then so be it. Thank you.
I'll ponder it.
That's kind of all he wanted to talk about.
Cool. Zedos, you have a dream.
Okay.
You dream about two people argue about keeping a secret. You recognise them as your parents, but you don't hear what the secret is.
Okay. Yes, Yes, okay, cool. There's a question I must ask you, but I'll do that in a second.
I'm assuming that that Sen and Delwyn's roles.
They're secret roles.
Yes,
Full of
yes.
secrets.
I mean, yeah. How are you guys resolving that one then?
That one was lying when he said he wanted to.
Yeah. I kind of figured, but I was like, I think that one's kind of happy with the state he's in for whatever reason.
Something that is not hasn't necessarily come. Does Delwyn breathe? You know he doesn't have a pulse. Does he breathe anymore?
Delwyn breathes. Whether Delwyn needs to breathe
is a different,
is a different question. Whether it's just muscle memory at this point, who knows?
Sometimes he just forgets. All right, so yes, your watch passes.
Was
What was
very peaceful.
What was the Dow doing whilst we were resting?
Oh, the Dow sank back into the earth.
Right, do you want to do this?
Well, doesn't do this require
Maybe we shall
our
summon
friends
them,
to come? The only way I know of something here is attacking.
Ralazal. What was her name? Was it Ralazal?
Ralzala.
Ralzala.
You called?
Want to see the pretty lights again?
So she says no, wasting the entire rest.
All right then.
Okay. You'll want to yeah, I'll find the spell. A second. First. Stun.
Nope. She's just looking at it going, I'm still not seeing why you say it's so pretty.
Do I sense that she can't be affected by it?
Roll insight.
20.
That was almost a 1. You get the feeling that, yeah, she could be affected by it, but she's just got the mental fortitude and the dice luck to just have it rolling off her.
Okay, cool. In that case, let's keep going.
At number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Any joy?
No, she just looks bored.
God damn. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, I'll try with my last third level.
Do you have Bane by chance?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
You could always try polymorph as well.
Oh, I can prep Bane because we had a long rest.
That's true.
Although Bane will disappear because they're both concentration.
What does Bane do?
Takes a D4 off the saving throw.
Well, I mean, so you could prep it, but then so when Rich casts polymorph, you then also have Bane. But we're very much at that stage. I feel we're.
But it's the same chance as hypnotic pattern, though. It's
Yeah.
no better or worse casting.
Yes, but then you'd be able to get the benefits of Bane as well simultaneously.
I am going to try with my last third level slot, Hypnotic Pattern. One more time. No?
Did you guys hear that?
No?
Nope.
Okay. Well, no, she's just like, no, I just don't.
Was
It's
that
just
a
not
nat
doing
20
it for
then?
me. It was a nat 20, yeah.
God fucking damn it.
Oof.
Feels like throwing good resources off the bat at this point.
The thing is, she is rolling ridiculously well right now.
Jesus.
I mean,
Bane and
presumably
polymorph.
she-
Like, okay, of the 4 hypnotic patterns that you have forced her to make saving throws against,
Yeah.
3 of them have been above 20
Oof.
What? Sorry, with the... Okay, yeah.
with modifier, and that's just and okay, yeah, her saving throw it's good. It's not sublime.
That good.
Yeah,
She's been lucky on the dice.
yeah.
Okay, fuck it. Bane. And then immediately follow up with the Hypnotic Pattern level 4. Because, yeah. Are you going to ready polymorph? At the
Yeah,
same time?
if it doesn't work at the same time,
Yeah.
sure.
Would polymorph change her wisdom stat?
Yes.
Yes.
But
But at that
Yeah,
point, we've already got what we wanted out of.
yeah.
It's a case of burning the 2nd level spells rather than the 4th level spells first, right?
yeah, surely we should go Bane and then polymorph rather than the 4th.
There's your Bane.
Because polymorphs, what level is polymorph? Sorry.
Bane takes effect.
God fucking damn it. And then
She
roll
finally
amazing
rolled
for-
really badly.
Okay, cool. Okay, so yeah, my 4th level Hypnotic Pattern is going to go off, and then yeah.
And then she. Yep. So
Well,
we,
yeah.
let's see.
Go for Hypnotic Pattern, take off a Bane, I guess. Roll bad.
Okay, and minus this d4.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Damn it.
No, with Bane on there as well, came
Yeah.
to exactly 15.
Oh.
Fucker. I can re-up Bane if you want a polymorph.
Yeah, might as well.
I'll re-up Bane. Of course, she rolled. It was like, what did she roll on the dive against the Bane, Ryan?
Oh, for the Bane, she rolled
On
4 on the
Of course
die.
she did. Of course she did. On these 7 spell slots I spent. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, here is Bane.
Charisma savings though might be lower for her though.
Should be.
Bane takes effect.
Well, of course.
Also, her charisma save modifier is higher than her wisdom save modifier.
All right, whatever. Sure.
She passes. Don't even need to roll Bane.
Oh.
I don't think we can spend another
I don't think we should. I don't think we
24 hours. No, I think it's like
I think-
was
I
worth
think-
doing the extra day, but
should. Yeah.
I don't think it's worth doing two.
I mean, the cars are lined up. So do we just?
Yeah, the gamble here now is to do enough damage before she does some
Kicks the
serious
shit out
damage.
of us.
I think
Yeah.
the wrecking
If we
ball is going to be the one that does the damage. So do we have any soul coins that have less juice in them that we could put in the other one, so that we could
Well,
get?
didn't the
Yeah.
second one have a couple of days left in it, or is it dead this morning?
It's dead this morning. It was dead last night.
Okay.
Do we have like the one that you put that had the 2?
Yes.
So if we put that one into the Ragadragas one, and then we can get at least 2 hits off on a readied action with the wrecking balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go for that option.
Okay, let's do it then. Yeah, fine. Of course, she rolled badly on the Banes and rolled very well. Yeah.
So what have we got? Have we got one vehicle there and another vehicle there?
I guess so. Yeah.
Possibly. Yeah.
Oop.
Possibly. Yeah.
I think I might be most useful with the on the wrecking ball because I really have no high level spells to use against anyone now.
Mhm.
If I get in one, oh no, we're gonna have the skeletons do it, aren't we? So it could be out of the.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Skeletons can be on the wrecking balls. Let's see, 5 skeletons, wrecking balls, harpoons, and then
I will cast Bless at first level, and I will target the 2 skeletons who are going to be on the wrecking balls, and Zados.
The harpoon launcher's all manned, by the way.
Yeah.
Before you do that, did you want to cast the hut anyway, just so we have that extra bit of breathing room for the first attack?
we can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll cast that. And then I need to cast. There are 5 skeletons. I need to cast 1 use of this. Okay. I have to maintain control of the skeletons.
Okay.
Right.
So once the what do we call it? Done. Once the hut is done, I guess we
So
try and do as much damage to this thing in one surprise round as we can.
She
Can we-
sighs, massages her temples.
Yeah.
I can't wish you luck.
No. People fucking listen to those stuff. Okay.
would have been nice.
I mean,
Oh.
it was essentially a 50-50 chance.
That's why I just got
Oh, wow.
lucky off of. I got unlucky off of 5 spell slots. Let's do the maths on that real quick.
But yeah, she's looking at the whole setup, going, I mean, I've waited long enough. If you wanted to go somewhere else and find out more information about how to do this, you're more than welcome to. I don't know if you could find someone to talk to about this, but
The gods have given me information regarding this path. They say it is viable.
all right. She gets a hammer into the traditional Dao pose.
Can we go like? Can she be here and we can go like over here in the hut, like far away from her?
Well, she's most likely to go after the vehicles, actually. So,
That's true.
I imagine so.
how quickly can you run? Out of curiosity.
I don't run.
Flies or earth glides.
Yeah, she doesn't have legs. She has a miniature sandstorm where her legs should be.
Okay. Can I move? Can I move 100 feet away, put a gold coin on the floor, come back and say, "Would you do me a favor and go collect that gold coin for me, please? You can keep it."
You can keep
Oh, they love their minerals, do they, the Dow?
All right.
Nah.
So she goes 100 feet away.
Oh, now.
do it when she's like 65 feet away or something, just for the... Yeah. Can we... I guess we're not getting a surprise round because she knows what's going down, but...
I suppose she's waiting for us to do something, so I guess
She's going to go get that coin.
Yay! So yeah, I guess
I will move her. Go hide the token. Okay, so she's going down. Put it 100 feet. Well, I'll put her down in this corner.
so. You guys are in the huts, right? The
Well,
hut.
there's only one hut.
The hut. So I kind of want to stay and protect the vehicles because otherwise we're stranded here. So
Yeah.
Yeah, stranded there with an angry Dow.
yeah, there's no winners.
You make a good point. I'll be over here with Zados.
Well, I was just I can do one. Like I can do it on. You guys focus on destroying the thing before she totally turns me into a mist.
Oh god, how do I I've forgotten how to do the bloody
Go onto the measuring controls tab, and then you hover over the little symbol on the corner of the grid that you made and hit delete.
it's saying that this for fuck's sake. It's saying that one doesn't exist apparently.
Interesting.
It's probably because I cast hypnotic pattern 4 times in the same spot.
Yeah.
I can't get rid of it either. It says it doesn't exist.
Weird.
There is no spoon.
Let's just ignore that thing.
Yeah.
I'm really thankful that we're not a
Live streamed like maps and everything. Yeah.
not a proper professional setup.
Yeah.
Though if we were, I'd possibly be outsourcing my maps. I'd have a minion to sort this out for me.
Yeah. Even in professional setups, they still fuck up occasionally.
Oh yeah, I know.
Go now! Sorry, I was trying to wait until it was surprising.
So how far away is she when you give the go?
Well, I
command?
say we wait the full 100 feet.
So she's as far away as she can, and then
Yeah.
All right. So I think at this point it makes sense to be rolling initiative, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
If we really wanted to surprise her, we'd do nothing.
I mean, I'd be surprised all of a sudden.
How? Have I got to wait for the encounter to pop up before? Ah, there we go.
Oh,
I
Brad,
was
you'll
on the-
need to drop 5 skeletons. Your 5 skeletons on the map as well.
Yeah, I will do. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Well, we're gonna have to duplicates, so there we go. 5 skeletons.
Cool. I'll just add these guys to the combat tracker. There you go. And I'll move them up to the top right corner, just as like a skeleton tracker or something.
Sure.
Do you want to roll for initiative for them, or shall I?
I can do it. It's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of the skeletons is fucking lightning quick.
Yeah. God, this thing is gonna hit like a fucking truck, isn't it?
Maybe a little bit. Okay, so that's first skeleton up first. Probably should have figured out which ones are on the wrecking balls and which ones are on the.
So we'll do wrecking ball, then harpoon flinger, and that's how.
Well, I suppose if they've all got a readied action for your psychic command,
Yeah.
then
Sure.
this would count as a surprise round, I guess.
Yeah.
So we'll have all them do their things,
Sure.
and then we'll move into full combat initiative.
Sure. So first wrecking ball. That damage is doubled, by the way.
Ooh,
Object
okay.
structure, 86 damage.
86 damage.
Wow.
Jesus Christ, if you crit on one of these.
Oh.
This it might be fine. It might just be fine.
So that's Scan Skeleton 1.
All right, I'm just getting a sticky note together so I can tally all this damage. There's 29 from yesterday as well. All right.
So are we going just through the turns while the skeletons go, or?
It's going to be just the skeletons, so boom.
Okay, so this is second wrecking ball. Oh, that's a 2. That's bad.
Now,
Bear in mind you've got the bless for the wrecking ball ones, so you could get up to a 15.
hold on, wait a sec. Can I use my inspiration point for recap? Did I get a recap inspiration point?
Oh, yes, you did.
Can I give it to the skeleton?
Yes, sure.
Yay!
You can re-roll that one, Brad.
Sure. Boop. That was not better. 12 is the best. Then.
Okay, so that one, it's a glancing blow. You feel it doesn't really do any damage at all.
Okay. Next skeleton. Harpoon. 15.
Yeah, it sinks right in there.
Okay, next one. Higher. And then 12 did. Why is that one? That's weird. Myself, but I don't have ready to action. And then
This will be another harpoon.
Yep.
Nice.
Boop. These don't do double damage, sadly.
No, no.
So once the skeletons have finished swinging, how many? How healthy is the structure looking?
Well, I need. So we've had the wrecking ball that missed, and we've had 3 harpoons. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was there someone else on one of the other harpoon? Oh no. Yeah. Was there someone else on the other harpoon?
Well, it would be another.
I know, I've
No,
got 5 skeletons.
There's only got 5
Got five
skeletons, so
skeletons,
that's
five
everything.
skeletons,
I'm just wondering. Just want to know who is stood where, if anyone is sat on the other harpoon before we go into this.
I originally was, but actually I've decided to stand
Yeah.
there to try and slow it down because we've got to keep her away from the vehicles.
Yeah, to put our squishy bodies between the giant monster and the big hard vehicles that look like they can take a hit. Yeah, great.
I mean, when you put it like that, yeah, I've probably
Alright.
made a massive tactical blunder.
Just look over sort of in the fucking foxhole firing line as Zadar said, "You ever think we make bad decisions?"
Well, that's the end of Skeleton's turn. I think we would tell Lulu to stay the fuck out of this.
Yeah.
Stay here.
I'm
Okay.
not sure you even have to
Stay
tell her.
here.
It's. I would say it's looking like it's taken some damage. It doesn't have blood, so I can't say it's bloodied, but
Okay.
Is it crumbling?
yes, it's crumbling a little bit.
So, next Wrecking Ball. Oh, that might be a crit.
That is a crit, my friend.
Oh my god,
That is a crit, mon friendo.
That is the...
that's 80,
80.
160 damage. Oh no, you rolled them twice. Yeah,
No,
no,
that's
yeah.
right. That's
Yeah,
it's
that,
vulnerable.
and then you double
Double the damage.
the
Yeah,
damage.
160 damage.
Okay, it had like 106 health left.
Doesn't anymore.
No, you obliterate the entire thing.
And what happens?
Okay, so the ground begins to rumble, and you see a wall of stone just go whoosh up, which flips both of the vehicles.
Yeah.
So it's a
Okay.
good thing that your skeleton critted and destroyed the tower then, because you wouldn't have got any more wrecking balls at that.
Yeah.
No, quite.
because she would have gone before the next wrecking ball. But as it is, so this wall of stone comes up, and she goes, "Whoa!"
You're free now.
And then so she does that, and that's when the entire thing just goes, "Ka-doom!"
Yeah.
And the orb just goes, "Doom."
Does it
And
go like
it
that
rolls
electrically?
over and just ends up resting against the tiny hut while it's still pulsing and crackling with energy. You're all just
I don't
stood
like-
there.
Says I don't like that. I have great faith in my magic. No. Someone get out and push it.
And it starts pulsing wildly. But then it seems like the both but it seems like
Said the demon grinder.
That was meant to be me. I clicked on the wrong thing.
Oh, dear.
The orb kind of like starts pulsing alternately though, like to the two different halves start flickering at different alternate rates, and then a jagged crack starts appearing all around it, and then and the orb goes dark, and this unicorn just stumbles out of the orb and just collapses. Because I'm just going to end the combat.
That's fair. Good boy, skeleton. Like, Sen will poke his head out. Can you flip them back over, please? It's a pain in the ass to flip them.
I'm saying that your skeletons have been destroyed.
Except
Okay,
the iron and the resin.
not destroyed. They have been disassembled.
Okay, that's fine.
In the crash, yeah.
Okay, I'll turn off the battle music because
Yeah, that's fair.
I go back to the.
Like he'll Sen once everything's like clearly calm and everything's okay, he'll go over to the unicorn because that's the priority.
Yeah. Does it look like it's dying, or is it just exhausted and unconscious?
It's exhausted. It's not even unconscious.
Does the Dow ride our vehicles?
Ooh.
Can I cast
the
heat
Dow.
light
The
on-
Dow. Yeah, goes. I'm free.
Yes.
You can go home.
And she uses
recommended.
mold earth to just make the vehicles get righted. Now, part of the agreement, I believe, was I was going to tell you where you could find something which would help you find these rods, which you will find very useful.
Yes.
May I have the map, please?
I'll hand her the map.
Now, you'll want to head.
Ooh.
That's the one. To. Oops. Had the wrong thing selected and just. So you want to head. Do you want me to just activate the map to bring you all here?
I can look at the journal entry one.
Oh, I was going to ping on the map.
Oh, okay.
I'm also going to just add the writing to it. So I'll just say. So for those of you who are on this map, ping.
Yeah.
So towards the bottom right of the map, there is a thing.
Can you ping again for us, sorry? Oh, there. Okay.
Circly
Oh.
things.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
She points to this this thing. It's just above. Oh, okay. You're on here as well, Brad. Sorry, Rich.
Yep.
All of you. So yeah, it's right here. This is a wrecked flying fortress.
Oh.
It was, I believe, forced out of the sky. It is very similar to the fortress that Zariel commands her armies from to this very day. It's another one of the same design. And oh, you've already written it. Okay, I'll hide my one. And I believe it was crashed when a giant flying worm just ripped off one of the engines. Now, it was transporting these 9 nonogonal rods made of adamantium, I believe. Apparently they apparently they were integral to Zariel's purposes for Elturel.
Are they the spikes that hold the island in?
It's not related to them.
I cannot say for certain. However, the rods, I believe, are no longer there. They are spread out around Avernus. Though you should be able to find something there which will help guide you to these 9 rods.
What are they for?
I'm not completely sure. All I know is that they are integral to Zariel's plans, and I sense that it would be beneficial to you were they to be gathered.
Okay.
Sounds like we have a new destination. No, to the prisoner.
Yeah, how's the unicorn doing?
The healing light was me on the unicorn, by the way.
The unicorn gets up, shakes its mane. And it looks around at you lot.
Hello.
Sort of palms open and out, not meaning any harm.
Backs away from Delwyn. Also Dagomir a little bit, but mostly Delwyn. And actually Zados as well.
This is the one for your sin.
And it just kind of like
Hello.
edges toward, tries to edge towards Lulu.
Lulu, can you speak to this creature?
Oh, of course, I can try.
I believe it would speak Celestial. Can I speak to it as well? In Celestial. Hello.
You hear a voice in your head responding in Celestial. Hello.
You need not be afraid of my companions. I realize some of them to your kind are quite frightening, but none of them mean you any harm. In fact, we did rescue you from the contraption you were a part of.
Everything is a blur.
Yeah. That is probably for the best. You were being used as some kind of battery for a terrible weapon. You weren't killing innocents, though. You were mostly blasting demons out of the sky. So I suppose there's some silver lining in that. But no longer. Do you have a way out of here? Do you know where you are?
I'm in Avernus.
That is correct. Yes. Next question.
Hmm?
Next question is, can you get out?
I think so. Yes, I can see a way. Before I do, I will grant you a boon.
Ah,
I can
that, that is very kind, but if you have a way out, can you lead others to this exit?
No. No, I'm afraid not. It is just a path for myself.
Very well.
Okay, please raise your hand.
Very well.
And she touches her horn to your palm. And with a flash of light, the unicorn is gone. And then you look at your palm, and there's a little inside the black scales on the well. No, she would have touched your palm with a horn, and now on the scales on the back of your hand, some of the scales are now white in a little vaguely unicorn shape. And you now have a charm that allows you to cast Pass Without Trace once.
Ah,
handy.
that's handy.
Yeah, literally.
Is that just Sen, or is that all of us?
Just so.
Well, but it will, like, Pass Without Trace will hit.
Pass Without
everyone,
Trace
so-
will hit
Yeah, yes, but like.
But Sen is the only
Lulu
one to get
get
the
it.
boon,
Okay.
because he's the only one of actual good alignment.
Yeah.
What about Lulu? Did she get it?
Lulu's not really compatible
Obviously.
with that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Well,
Oh,
I feel good about
welcome.
it. I feel good about that, at least.
Yes. It's not often you get a chance to do something good in this place.
Yes. I think all in all, it was a worthwhile trip out here. We rescued a unicorn. We saved a Dao. Are Dao good? I forget that bit in my history book.
I would-
Sen failed the Arcana check.
I don't know.
Well, they were imprisoned anyways, and slavery is always kind of a touchy subject.
Is the Dow gone?
Yeah, the Dow has basically just cast plane shift and fucked off after
that's fair.
after giving you the information that it promised.
Yeah. To be honest, if anyone can get out of here, I heartily endorse it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if
And
this thing wasn't evil, then maybe it would have offered to take people with it.
But the only place it's going to take them is the,
The elemental plane of Earth.
which, is
Which, if anything, is worse
Yeah.
because they'd be the only people there.
Yeah.
And probably directly in the court of Ogremok himself.
Yeah.
Right. Where are we going then?
Well, I need to get my skeleton bones back, and then on to, I don't know. We could try and find that thing, or we have the giant's sword in the ground.
Yeah, the sword seems cool. But
There's also the
it's also cool.
There's also the tentacle monsters, but I feel we need a long rest before going there.
Yes, the diaflumps.
I think we should avoid those. That's
Let's
a,
avoid the beasties rather than go towards them.
yes.
Are there any harvestable bits of this demon zapper?
No.
Even if it's just like sheets of metal and stuff for armor.
There's rusted metal.
Okay, so it's not like
It was a rusty structure in the first place.
that's fine.
Okay.
Can I the second Infernal War Machine?
Yep.
Ragadragas.
Yep.
Is there some like a panel I can just rip or tear off, get somebody else? Well, ideally, probably get somebody else to tear off, like because it's made of infernal iron.
Yo.
Yeah, there's a panel that could be ripped off of that.
like enough of it to imbue a skeleton.
We do have it for a few more days now because we've powered it up again.
Oh,
Yeah.
do we power both of them up? Okay.
Yeah,
You've
yeah, you
got-
had to in order to move it.
Yeah.
Oh,
We've
that's
now
fine.
got, I think, 2 days on both of them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Very well.
Hmm.
Yeah. So we'll panel rip later. So to the flying fortress or to the giant sword.
I say flying fortress. Not sure why.
Hey.
Just
I'm happy with that.
I think because there's nothing there. There's, from what I gather, there's nothing immediately there. Just more clues. So hopefully, that might tally up with other things and other locations.
Information is valuable.
Indeed.
Okay, I guess we set off then.
All right. Who is leading the navigation?
Do you want to do it this time, Dagmar?
Sure. What do I have to do?
Well, first you need to wait for me to. Okay, charting a course.
And I'll follow in the car behind.
Okay, I need you to roll 2d4.
2d4, you say? That is a 3 and a 3.
Okay.
I don't like that noise.
Neither do I.
I'm gonna animate Dad and bring 2 skeletons back while we're traveling. So
So, you are driving along,
Yep.
just trundling through the wastes of Avernus, and you're hearing the roar of an engine.
Okay, which way?
It's behind you.
Okay.
You see a devil's ride.
Is it
Oh.
Ice Devil?
No. But then you look past that devil's ride that you can see, and you can see many ice devils on devil's rides.
Okay.
Lots of them.
Are they coming towards us specifically?
Not coming towards you. You can see this bright pink tiefling driving his devil's ride.
that's a whole lot of not our problem.
He just drives right past you. You just hear a, "All right, fuckers!"
Of course.
As
someone more.
as he just pulls out a flask and just dumps the contents into his bike, which is already seems like it's quite juiced.
Do the Ice Devils, are they following him to chase him, or are they following
It
him?
seems very much like they're chasing him.
I suggest we just pull over and let them do their thing.
Yeah, this is kind of like a Blues and Twos situations. We just side to side and let them chase them.
Thing is, as he is passing you, he wiggles his fingers, and it looks like he's about to try and do something to one of your war machines.
Oh, I fucking cast Tidal Wave on him. Fuck him.
When suddenly his engine just goes dunk, and
Misfit? No, miss that?
yeah, and his bike just starts cartwheeling. It's like fuck, 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 and he just crashes
It's
off
very
the side
satisfying in the way that I
I-
don't fully understand.
I feel like he deserved that. I don't know why.
Does it look like they are pulling over to be near?
They yeah, as you're keeping on going hell for leather, and then all these ice devils just surround this guy.
And there's not a
Is
problem.
is that our problem? Like,
No.
This is as if you were to slow down and just have a look at a little bit more at what's going on there, you'll see scores of ice devils.
way more than we can fight. Yeah.
Yeah, they're and it's just the one, just those on the Devil's Rise that have caught up. But then you can see in the even further distance, bigger war machines that are a little bit slower, also coming towards to get him.
It's maybe a weird question. Is that man about to get made into a chair?
I don't know.
Yeah, he is.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
he
This is what happens.
This is that bit of the timeline.
Yes,
That's fair.
this is a cross section of the timeline.
Excellent. So, as we are going, Ryan,
Yes.
can I keep an eye out for dead demons by the side of the road?
Demons, yeah.
Yeah.
Do dead demons because I've got some empty flasks and I want to try and
You want to
harvest
get some
them if
liquor?
I can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me know if any pop up. I guess.
Unfortunately, you don't manage to see any before you arrive at your next destination.
Oh, okay. Then that's fine. That's possibly better. Yeah. How long does it take us in sort of day times?
It's probably about 7 hours.
Okay.
So yeah, the whole thing with someone who may or may not be called Garrett happened maybe 3 hours into your journey.
Okay.
Then 4 hours after that, you arrive at the Wrecked Flying Fortress. Wait, this isn't the Wrecked Flying Fortress. Where are we?
Where are we?
It is an ugly, squat building. Looks a little bit derelict.
Okay.
The sands of Avernus have piled up high on one side, around much of the building. But as you look, you can see that the doorway itself actually looks, like it's been cleared.
So have we come to the wrong place?
You have come to the wrong place. Can I have perception checks, please?
Save us, Zados.
Okay. Zados, if you
Anyone?
just barely hear an echoing from inside. A ting, 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 ting.
Is it a forge?
It's very, very faint.
Is this place, does it look like anything on the map?
No.
Agamir, what were
Yes.
you thinking about on our ride over here?
I think about the road, think about how to armor up the vehicles a little more. Thinking about finding some demon liquor.
You wanted to find Demon Nicker and, what did you say, do up the vehicles a bit more?
Thinking how to armor up the vehicles a little more, yes.
That's probably why we've ended up here. Well, it looks
Go
like
in.
I mean, you may well get your wish. So, well, wish is probably the wrong word to use in this place. But yeah, we're here now. We might as well investigate.
Yeah.
Can I? So
Go.
the doorway's been dug out. Can we see inside? If I get off the vehicle and approach the...
It's a bit dark, but you've got dark vision, so yeah, you can see this door actually seems more like a large window. I mean, as you get close, you can see that what you thought was the doorstep actually has a lip underneath it.
Is this, are we in the shade of like a giant tree stump or like a big, like branchy volcano?
No,
Because there's a place called Bell's Forge, which I think we were told about.
you were told about.
Yeah.
There's no volcanic effects in the immediate vicinity,
Okay.
as far
Is
as
this-
you can tell.
is
You're
this
fairly
more
certain
like-
this is not Bell's Forge.
Is this more like the Avernus equivalent of like a gas station mechanic?
That would be awesome.
Maybe.
Okay.
So is there anywhere that appears to be a door? If I were to wander around,
I mean, okay, this is a large window, so it is sized to walk through, and the window sill is like down at ground level.
yeah,
And as you walk around, it's you don't see any doors.
oh, interesting.
It
okay.
is it is.
It is the
windows.
one entrance.
Are there?
I mean, the sand has piled up around lots of the other walls.
So there
This
may
is
be
this
other
is
ways
the
in,
one that
this
has
is the
been
clear one.
excavated.
Just to rule out as well another weird theory, is there like a species of like bird people in Avernus?
You've met
I
two
suppose it
bird
could be-
people.
Kenku, yeah. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
could be them. Okay, so can I try to quietly climb in through the window and see what I can see?
Sure.
I'll cast guidance on Zados.
Do you want a stealth check to begin with?
Yes, please. And
Uh,
you've got the guidance as well.
what does guidance do?
You can add it to a D4 on a check within the next minute.
Cool. And I am. I believe I can also use my ambush as well, or an initiative roll. Yeah. So I'm going to spend a D8 as well doing this. Oh, not that I needed it, but fine, I'll do it. Is that a D8 and
D8 and a D4.
So 21 plus 7, so 28 on
Yeah.
my stealth.
Fairly well hidden.
Or not a D6, by the way.
Oh,
Ah,
I mean, I'm pretty sure I got a 1 on the D6.
You did.
So I can re-roll the D4 if you want, but statistically, fuck it. I got a 1 on that as well. There we go.
okay,
All is
so
in
it's still
balance.
28.
Yes.
You think you're fairly well hidden. So you step in, and it is a building that looks a little bit, derelict. Not been used in some time, and you can see that there is sand piled up on the inside of this building as well. Where it's streamed in through the open windows, and you can see that a path has been forged through to a staircase that goes down, which is where the faint ting 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 sound is coming from. And as you look round, you can see that the path didn't go straight to the stairs. It seemed like there was a little bit of searching for it. Can you roll me another perception, please? Just Zados.
Yes. If I can click the right buttons. Where is that not? Oh, it's there. Oh, 11.
Yeah, just lots of sand that is obscuring a fair few things in this building.
It takes some searching through.
There are some indistinct shapes in there that, if you wanted, you could have a bit more of a rummage through, or you could carry on down the stairs.
I'm not going to do anything yet. So I'm going to poke my head back out the window and signal to the people in the cars that this layer appears to be empty, but that I'm going further down. So
Cool.
If people wish to follow, they can. Otherwise, I will continue to sneak down the stairs.
No one will come along.
Right,
Cool.
Okay, stealth roll from Delwyn, please. Okay, so the two of you, Delwyn, it's much as I described. While you're in here, roll me a perception check.
Nice.
Okay, you realise that underneath the sand here, there are some skeletons. They appear to be dwarven in nature, and they have these horrible chains that attach the necks, the wrists, and the ankles, and they've kind of just constricted. And one of them, it looks like they've all just constricted together. The chains have pulled taut and broken the back of this skeleton.
I appreciate I can't see these, but for my own meta knowledge, are they spiked at all?
Yeah, spiked chains and things. So you just see one, and you can see that instantly with a perception of 24. You just take that all in a second, and then you can look over and you can see that there are some other dwarf skeletons buried under the sand in places. And you're just like, they're probably similar kind of things.
I point them out to Zados.
And now you can see them as well. But these are old.
Oh, okay.
So these are skeletons that, I mean, the chains and things are, well, the spiked rings around that would have gone around the necks, the wrists, and the ankles are now just like sitting loose around the bones.
Will I have heard of this legend / mythology?
It's
This story.
unlikely. Give me a history
Okay.
roll at disadvantage.
No.
No,
Just to see what the other
No.
one was.
no, you've never heard of anything like this before.
Ah.
I mean, it's Avernus though, so who knows?
Yeah,
what
just some dwarven prisoners. Yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
So what do you? So now that you've seen that, you can also see that there appears to be an anvil in the corner of the room. Just
Oh wait, hold on. The noise, the chinking, was that coming from that anvil, or was that coming from downstairs?
coming from downstairs.
Oh, okay, downstairs. So I'll silently signal to Delwyn, pointing downstairs, and assuming he nods,
Mhm.
then we'll continue downstairs.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you head down the stairs, and it's much the same scene. There is a bunch of sand everywhere, although it seems like the sand build-up wasn't quite as bad as it was upstairs. It did need a little bit of excavating still to find stairs down to the next floor. So this This room is slightly bigger than the room above. So it seems like, a small box on top of a medium-sized box. And there are stairs going down further here as well. You think, presumably, there might be an even larger box down there if it's holding true to the pattern. But the stairs all on the far side of this room.
Is the noise coming from below us again?
Yep.
Okay, can I have a quick look around this room to make sure there's no one hiding in it?
Roll perception.
Nice.
Less
Oh.
nice.
Wow. Two ends of the spectrum there.
Yeah.
Okay, Zados, you can see there are a few more skeletons.
Mm-hmm.
All of them dwarven.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not all broken in the same place, but all of them have got the same chains around them. Some of them, the neck is broken. Some of it, the shoulders are broken. Some of it's the hips. But yeah, all of them have been bent backwards.
I see. Okay. I'll point it out to Delwyn, but
Delwyn's got some sand in his eyes.
yes.
He as he was going down the stairs, he accidentally scuffed up some sand into the air, which then just kind of.
I'll just shake my head and continue downwards.
Okay, so yeah, you need to cross the entire room to get to the
Okay.
other set of stairs. If you do you do that?
Yep. I
Okay.
could, because I assume I've seen nothing.
Nothing,
no one's
nothing of
hiding.
interest. Okay.
Yeah.
Again, there are some more anvils.
Yeah, I'm
If-
primarily looking for anything that's still alive.
And is there anything around, is there discarded things that have been started to have been forged? Is there anything around the anvils themselves? Or is it literally just an anvil?
Oh, well, Delwyn doesn't see a thing. Zados, you can see there appears to be some racks in the here and there, but in order to actually, you need to excavate this room more to be able to actually inspect the contents. The anvils are away from the walls and freestanding, which is why you're able to see those a little bit. But there are still, it's difficult to see the things that are right up at the walls themselves.
Makes sense. Yeah, we can come back and investigate. once.
Before we go down further, is there a sense of how stable this place is? Is it likely to be are we likely to be buried in by sand if we take a misstep, or is it fairly stable at the moment?
I mean, you've been walking through here, and you haven't dislodged too much sand apart from where your feet have gone. Not much is moving in when you walked over to the side to have a look at more dwarves and the anvils and things. You're not seeing many things. You're not seeing much movement in the sand.
Okay. Yeah.
So you walk across the room.
Mm-hmm.
As you do so, you make it to the other side of that incident.
Okay. One last thing. So obviously we're creating footprints in the sand. Are there any other footprints?
Yes.
Ooh.
Interesting.
And these footprints aren't going just straight to the stairs. Actually, I don't know, I suppose there would be some of these footprints going straight to the stairs. But they're all also going all around the place as well. Roll me survival. Both of
Yeah.
you.
I'd quite like to know, is this from one person or is this from a group? Where's survival hiding?
Oh, actually, I'm going to give Delwyn disadvantage for having sand in his eye.
Oh, come off it!
Doesn't matter. Well,
Doesn't matter.
he got the sand out.
Yep. To be fair, I wasn't putting it to a massively high DC for Delwyn anyway.
You might say he has 20/20 vision.
Oh,
I'll mute again now.
I think Dagomir has just randomly taken 1d4 psychic damage for some reason. Who knows why?
So while they're delving down this like Delvin and Zados? Are we just waiting up at the top, waiting for them to report back and say everything's clear?
When Joe comes back, I'll get you two to make perception checks.
Okay, cool. I was fine with that because like let the scouts go first. They're sneaky. I'm not stupid.
Particularly sneaky.
Yeah, sneakier than me.
So yeah, you two, you get to the steps and you can actually see there is some light down there. It's been you've been relying on your dark vision to get through the.
Sorry, just before we go any further, what was the result of the survival check?
Oh right, yes. All these footprints belong to a single creature, a single bipedal creature.
Sort of average humanish
normal
size.
Yeah, size normal.
Yeah.
Although non-human.
Yeah.
It's got quite large
medium.
feet. There's a scuffing of the footprints quite a lot, so it's difficult to tell.
So it could be a medium to large humanoid creature.
Yeah.
Or bipedal creature. Cool. Okay.
Could I get Dagomir and Sen to roll me perception checks, please?
Or
Yeah, go on then. 25.
23.
Yeah.
A natural 20.
Both
damn.
of you get it. You're both looking at the scenery. You're both looking at this big sand dune that you've parked beside.
Yeah. It's not a sand dune, is it?
That's no. Well, not a natural sand dune anyway.
Right. Okay.
There's a war machine hidden under that. As he scrapes some of it away, it's like someone has hidden their war machine or disguised their war machine as a sand dune. You realise that it's actually a tarp covering this thing.
Yeah. What kind of war machine?
It's not one that you've ever seen before.
Bigger than a bigger than a demon grinder, or smaller?
It looks like it's comparable to a demon grinder, but it is a custom job.
Sure.
I'll tell you a little bit more about it in a second. So you two, you head down the stairs, and you see someone who appears to be using a hammer to hit a gear that is built into the wall. This creature is bipedal, looks quite strong. It's got webbed feet. It's not. Roll me a nature check, both of you. No, you don't know what this thing is. In the weird light of this lantern that he's just set up down there, you're unsure of what. You're unsure of exactly what he is.
Is there any? So is the creature wearing clothes?
He's currently
Or garments?
just wearing a loincloth.
I suppose
He's got
it's
an odd silhouette as well.
too much to ask for to see if that loincloth's got any insignia or markings on it.
No.
Okay.
And what was it using to hit the gear?
It's got a hammer.
And the gear's built into the wall, did you say?
Yes, it seems like he's trying to knock it. It seems like it's like been popped out slightly, and he is just trying to ting, 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 to get it to sit back into the place that it should be.
What does it look like it's part of?
Appears to be a giant mechanism built into the wall that disappears below the floor.
Does this creature look particularly demonic-y or devilly?
No. Okay, so he's got an odd silhouette. He doesn't have like a noticeable head.
Oh, what?
He's got
That's disconcerting.
he's got shoulders, and then it just kind of, he's got where his arms come out, and it just kind of just goes up into a dome, and he's got you can see on the end of his arms, occasionally when he hits, you can see something going. You can also see he's got a tail.
Okay.
Other than the hammer, is there any other? Does he have like a weapon? Is like a sword lying against the wall or anything like that?
No, he's got a big roll of a tool belt splayed out on the floor behind him. where he's got a big spanner, a big wrench.
Okay.
Roll me Arcana, actually.
Might as well.
Okay, you can sort of see in the weird half light when it catches on the wrench, which is the same size as a warhammer. You think you can see the odd rune or glyph shining in the light that look magical in nature.
So, can I try and sneak out the shadows so Delwyn remains hidden, so that when I get his attention and he looks, he won't accidentally see Delwyn? So can I sort of step out of the shadows and then ask?
I can just take a few steps back up the stairs so I can hear, but
Yeah.
out of sight
That also-
completely.
I'll just ask. Do you need help there?
Whoa, hey man! Sorry, I didn't see you there.
You are
What's-
way too chilled out to be in hell.
What's happening, friend? Pause you there. So this war machine that you found, it's got a great big tank of water where the infernal soul engine should be.
Is this?
And there appears to be, and as you're looking in there, you can see the steering wheel is inside the water.
That's a Locathar. That's a very particular Locathar.
Maybe I nailed it. So,
It must be an aquatic creature of some kind.
Yes.
So, Zados. Hey, man. Nice to meet you. Name's Silas.
Hi, Silas. It is especially surprising to find such a chilled out character as yourself in this place.
Yeah, man.
What are you doing here?
I was sent here, man. By some crazed wizard. Yeah, man. Ticked him off. And he just sent me away, man. So now I'm stuck here.
That was
So,
his name. Hugh Colstack.
You're not there to ask that question.
I was gonna say, what a wizard? What, from this plane or from a different one?
Oh, no, it was the wizard who sent me to this plane, man.
Okay. What did you do to annoy him? I can't imagine that you'd annoy anyone with such a chilled out attitude.
Oh, man. See, I wouldn't join his little group, man.
His little group.
Yeah. Apparently some adventurers really ticked him off.
Oh my god, it actually is.
And he wanted me to build some things for them, but no, man. I like those guys. They were chill. They were super chill. So I said, nah, man. And he just sent me here.
Were they quite a balanced group, would you say?
I don't know, man.
Okay. So does the gear do something when it's?
Oh, right,
Yeah.
man. If I can get this seated properly, I can get this entire garage out the ground.
And does the garage allow for the modification of war machines?
I guess it might, man. I'm just trying to find somewhere to stash mine.
Okay. I mean, I'm 90% sure I believe him, but I would still roll insight anyway, just because we
Yeah.
are in Avernus.
I mean, he seemed way too chilled out to be trying to pull something over.
Cool. In that case, I believe him. And can I give him a hand then with the?
Oh, cheers, man. Yeah, I just need some leverage. Right. Just proper application of leverage and the right strength right here. So just, all right, hold this, and he just gets this big long rod and just puts it in place somewhere and says, right, hold that right there. So much
Okay.
easier with a second pair of hands, man. And the two of you manage to just wrench this gear into the right place.
Okay.
And then when he does that, it's like, yeah, man, now we're cooking with gas. The entire building starts to shake. The two of you outside, the ground starts shaking.
Oh shit.
Time to go. Wait, they're in there.
They're on the ground. Let's go.
All right.
Shing.
Yeah, we take the. I think we need to drive the thing away, the war machines away.
Yeah. Well, do we notice the building is starting to rise?
If you take a second, yes.
Yeah, we're going to move the war machines out of the way.
Okay, so you're moving the war machines out of the way. Could I please have dexterity saving throws from Delwyn and Zados?
Oh no.
Zados, you're fine, you catch yourself. Delwyn, you take a spill and you fall down the stairs. I mean, it's not enough to deal damage, you just, like, tumble down. Oh, hey, man, you should have said you had a friend. It's cool, it's cool.
I would detect thoughts on him, but I think I might get a contact high.
Also, you're not there.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys, you drive your war machines just back.
Yeah, sort of, 60 feet or something, just to get out of the way.
Okay, so you get what appears to be a tower ends up rising out of the sand. It's got 4 floors to it. You guys only made it down to I suppose it would be the first floor, but the third of the floors going down. And the very bottom has a big rolling shutter door.
Excellent.
The sand just kind of like is falling away out of the sides. Man, I'm gonna need to do some proper cleaning in here. Maybe after a quick smoke break though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that tracks.
I'm gonna get my war machine in here.
I think, is he going to go down and start?
Yeah. The roll shut the front roll shutter starts coming up.
Yeah, Dag just dives in and tackles anyone who he sees isn't Delwyn or Zados.
Okay.
Can I shout at him to stop? I won't be in time to stop the tackle, but I can at least
stop me beheading him.
Yes.
Yeah. Everything okay? There wasn't a tower, and now there is.
Yes. This friendly gentleman by the name of Silas has found a modification workshop.
Oh, okay.
We've given him a hand rising it from the ground. I don't know why it was able to bury itself in the first place, but it's here and we should...
It's cool, man. It's just built in here in the first place.
Defense mechanism kind of thing.
Yeah, man.
So
It's meant to be able to hide.
well,
How did you come across the knowledge of it?
This is an interesting place, though it wasn't where we were headed.
Oh, I traded for some of the knowledge for it. Traded some of my services, man. Fixed up some vehicles, and then managed to find out that this kind of place existed. Tracked it down. Took a while, man, but yeah. Now I got myself some digs. Have to set up a mushroom farm in the back somewhere.
Right. Your war machine doesn't seem to have an engine.
Oh yeah, it does, man.
Just not an infernal one?
Yeah. Constructed my own engine, man.
Does it not run on soul coins?
No, man.
What does it run on?
Steam.
And what makes the steam?
Well, man. So I saw this trick with a flame skull once.
Jesus Christ.
But I got some new designs, man. Actually figured out how to make an engine run on Demon Ica. Entirely, man. I mean, you can't juice it no more. But you can run it off demons, man.
Interesting.
Of course, I've got all these theories, man. I could make it run off just channeling your arcane power into it, man. Or divine, whatever floats your groovy boat. Yeah. He just gets out a Rolly from Well, he goes back up to he goes out to his war machine, and just hops into the tank and just drives it into the garage. There is space for 4 full-size war machines in here at any one moment.
So, how difficult would it be for us to convert one of our war machines to run on a different form of energy?
I would prefer that if possible. Soul
Yes.
coins give me the heebie-jeebies.
Oh, you guys seem pretty chill. Pretty chill. So if you just get me the materials I need and the fuel, I'll be happy to convert machine for you.
What materials do you need and what fuel?
Well, first I'm going to do an inventory in here.
Okay.
See what spares they got. As you look around, you can actually see there are some spare things dotted around, including a bunch of these spare weapons. That I see you got a couple of sweet rides yourself.
Yes, although maybe more than we need.
It's chill. It's chill. Well, I suppose you could leave. It might take some time to work on it, man. So if you want to leave one here and go off on your own on the other one, then I can sort this all out for you, man. Yeah.
That would,
Bad idea.
yeah.
Or you could stay and help. Many hands make light work and whatnot. Yeah.
I will point out that every extra day we spend in this place is another day the Alturians have to suffer here.
I
No more.
agree.
It is dangerous for us to linger.
Very cool.
But an improved machine would help us in that quest. We're not putting our feet up. We are improving our tools.
Indeed. Indeed.
It would mean we'd be able to travel without sacrificing any souls.
Yeah, man, I ain't down for that.
Because, yes, Altarians would suffer for one day, but we could free a soul. And they will recover. So, how about we help clear up the place and then take stock of...
Let's figure out how long it'll take to...
Yeah.
Do we intend to stay the night then here?
Well, here...
It doesn't get dark in Avernus, does it?
Well,
Nope.
stay the night.
Yeah, I got what you meant.
It's no more dangerous to travel during the day than at night, or vice versa.
There is no day or night, so yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So I
Are
will...
we feeling tired at all, or...?
It's been a full day's worth of travel.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I'm... Because I appreciate we don't need the health or anything, but we could help clear up, take long rests, like purely so that we're not fatigued and taking exhaustion.
So I will produce the skeletons and go clean up this place. Make sure to get all the corners too.
Cheers, man. Yeah, I was only yanking your chain with that flame skull, man. Who'd do that? No, I use my own spells to power this thing. Yeah.
I did hear of some technique somewhere that had to do something similar. Looking at the time, do we want to call it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I'm winding down. So
Fair enough.
Yeah, we So yeah, you have yourselves you can have yourselves a long rest here.
Cool.
Cool.
Silas is going to convert this into a proper garage, and he likes you guys enough to just be very, very helpful. He's super easygoing. Specifically, this garage is your reward for that overflow of 5,783 XP.
Oh.
So Silas will swap out. He will be your dedicated mechanic. He will swap out weapons and things for you, just
cool.
gratis, as long as you have them. He's happy to experiment with different things, trying to improve efficiency or trying to make you guys a demon grinder that does not run on souls.
Yep.
Does
that mean there's a forge in here?
Oh yes, sorry. There is inside this garage area. There is a full-size forge.
Oh, baby.
In fact, but even on the floor above, where you first met Silas, sorry, the floor above where you met Silas is actually another forge. It seems like that's the main forge for the things that don't need to be made in the same room as the demon grinders themselves.
Sure.
This entire building is a forge.
Right. So, with the forge, as part of before the long rest bit and everything, because the Sen can just mentally command the skeletons to tidy up and clean. Once it's clean enough, can he melt down some of the infernal iron from one of the demon grinders?
It's gonna have to be the next day before it's cleaned up enough for the forge to be used.
Okay.
Silas is busy maintaining the trying to get the mechanism that raises and lowers this thing working properly. He explains that one of the defense mechanisms of this place is the ability to just submerge almost completely in the sand around it. He needs to, however, rebuild the sand shields, though. He's also busy setting up in one of the corners of one of the floors. Actually, no, he goes into the basement. There's a basement to this place as well. He goes into the basement and starts setting up. He places down a bunch of crystals, which immediately get the air cool and dank, and kind of damp.
Mm.
And you see him with a little bag of something, just going. Doo, 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 doo. Yeah, the good shit, man. And he then sets up. He out of character. He's busy sowing his mushrooms.
Fair enough.
But he also sets up a barrel of water for because he needs to be in water every so often.
Yeah.
He sets it up so that it's comfortable for him to live, and also then works on making sure that the thing won't randomly just sink into the sand for no reason.
It's nice.
But then make it so that it can sink into the sand on command. Your skeletons clear out over the course of the night. Whilst you're having the rest, they clear out as much sand as they can. There is a whole mess of dwarf skeletons down there.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how Sen would feel about it, but he could cobble together from the various different pits.
That's a no-no. If they're a single person, that's fine. Cobbling, technically the spell lets you do it. No.
I wasn't sure if
the
he
spell
would.
just says a pile of bones, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, yeah. You look at the spell. I think it says like a pile of bones or a corpse of a medium or small humanoid.
Well, you've got a whole bunch of dwarf skeletons, which, if you're not mixing and matching, you'll have less in way of potential, but some of them have broken in such a way that you could maybe replace certain bits of the bones with not necessarily bones from the others, like that would have gotten you more skeletons, but some of these you could maybe replace the bits with like an iron vertebrae here or there.
Right.
Or reinforce the shoulder joint and whatnot.
Yeah.
So you've got a supply of some skeletons.
So the only thing Sen would do then is he'd find any that were viable, and then of those that are viable, he would store the skeletons, because 5 is a lot of skeletons already.
Mm-hmm.
And then he would take one of the 5 out of the rotation and begin carving it ready for the impregnation of the new material.
Yep.
If there's any like melting iron or anything, Dag will. If we're spending the time to do that, I will help that.
Need to wait for tomorrow for the forge. That's the only thing.
But you guys can have yourselves your long rest. If there's anything that people want to do over that long rest, then you may say now, or you may tell me over the course of the next, I think it's 2 weeks before we have another session. And in that case, over that long rest, I'm going to roll on this table.
Shit.
Delwyn.
Yay.
You're fine.
Non-evil creatures.
Living creatures.
Dagomir,
Yes.
you have a dream.
Okay.
You're in the lair of an enormous dragon.
Dragon.
An enormous dragon.
Okay.
That's maybe 5 enormous dragons. There are 5 heads there at least. Oh.
Right.
Hmm.
Okay.
She appears to be sleeping, and you hear a voice warn you, "Do not wake her, lest some terrible fate befall you."
I wasn't planning to.
But you then look to the side, and you see your compatriots, Sen, Delwyn, Zados. And you see Zados is just going, "Oi! Wake up!"
I would not do that, Zedos.
And Delwyn just starts throwing. Delwyn's eyes glow orange, and you just see puffs of orange just going in like a line that just leads straight towards Tiamat.
Is this one of those paralyzed dreams where I can't do anything to stop this?
No?
I'm gonna sort of try and stop them tickling the sleeping dragon, as it were.
Quiet, you fools.
They appear to be ignoring you. You then see Sen just conjure something in his hands and just throw it forwards, and then there's basically a loud cacophonous bang and lots of flashing lights. Basically, he's just throwing a firework spell.
What the fuck, guys?
And as you say, "What the fuck?" you just hear, and that's when you wake up.
Oh.
I don't even necessarily think Dagomir would think that was anything that doesn't seem like that magical a dream. That's not like a vision or anything. That all Dag would think of that is, well, anything to work on my trust issues.
Sen, you have a dream as well.
Ooh.
You look up from where you're lying to see weeping mourners cast handfuls of dirt at you. Most have their faces covered by veils.
This is not how my funeral rites go.
And the dirt just piles up.
I think Sen would just be very, very confused. I think he would.
And then you feel your skeleton being wrenched out from inside your body.
Oh, that's right.
And that's when you wake up.
Not supposed to do it to living people. Oh, there's that. I don't like that, though.
Zados, your dream is you see 5 masked people dancing side by side. The middle one suddenly falls and you hear a spectator scream. That's it. Delwyn.
Okay.
Their dream.
Exactly.
Do we all wake up at the same time, or is this just through the night? At some point, we get each of these things.
Through the night, at some point, you get each of these
Okay,
things.
so it's not like we all go at the same time.
No. No, but it's up to you whether or not any of those meant anything.
Yeah, I've resolved to work on my trust issues.
However, okay, I'm also rolling on the trinkets one finds in Averna's table. Oh, brilliant. Okay, so whilst you're searching, so Sen, in the morning, your skeletons bring you something they found whilst they were cleaning.
This is like a cat bringing you something. You're like, bad or good. Let's see what we get.
It's a soft, fuzzy yellow duck toy.
That's
Oh no.
confusing. Where did you find this? That's odd. Sen takes it. Thank you.
As you take it, you suddenly hear it whisper,
Listen.
"You're going to be boiled alive."
Ah, evil soft duck toy. Please throw that in the forge.
Aww.
It's like, yes, but no, but also yes.
Off you pop.
You're going to be eaten by a devil.
That burned very quickly for a child's toy.
Yeah, trinkets one finds in Avernus. A soft and fuzzy yellow duck toy that whispers ways you're going to die.
Yep, that goes in a fire.
warned you.
That goes straight in a fire.
There's also a small toboggan with the name Rosebud printed on it.
That makes sense. That tracks.
Spoilers.
Okay, and on that note, I think it's probably a good point to end it. We'll do XP and things.
Oh, before you long rest, then identify the bracelet.
Oh, the
thingy.
circlet. Yeah.
Oh,
about
fuck
that?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I could do it as a ritual. I forgot about it.
Okay, I need to double check.
Circlets are usually good, but there's a couple
Circlets
of things that
of
would be
blasting.
amazing. Blasting.
Circlet.
Let's see, cast Scorching Ray.
I think that's the one.
As an action, you can use you can use an action to cast a Scorching Ray spell. When you make the spell's attacks, you do so with an attack bonus of +5, and it can't be used this way until the next dawn. Well, we're gonna waive that as a long rest.
When you can finish long rest, yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm going to also say that the ray or the rays are they create black fire, and it's actually the rays as they move look like tiny bats.
Oh, cool.
I see.
All right, so I think that's where I'll stop the recording, and then we'll do the XP and things.
Cool.
Oh.